Hi, welcome to Young Inventors, a program where we feature project entries of children and young adults with science and technology inputs. Last week, we brought you some projects in the area of security. Today, however, we feature you a variety of entries in the areas of wind as an alternative power source, the Sentinel Periscope, the prototype car, and the tractor as another alternative power source. The demonstration of the science and technology equipment and kits for senior secondary schools by Skill G, the Lapis Lab Giants, will complete the package. Welcome back. Let's start off with this amateurish but well-intended wind-powered electricity generating device. A project entry by Olasayinde Omobolande in the senior category from NTA Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State.
My name is Olasayinde Olajumoke from Christ Girls Senior School at Ekiti State. The title of my project is Wind Power Generated Electricity. We want to see how we can use wind to generate power. This is a standing fan. It serves as a source of wind. This is a fan blade from a car radiator. It's folded in the mechanic workshop. At the back of this fan blade, we have an electric motor. This is the electric motor. And inside this electric motor, there is a coil. There is a coil, and inside this coil, the coil is fused into the magnet, which is an electric motor. This is an unused stand fan. It's also known as a connective rod. These are connective wires, and this is a bulb, and that coil is also fused into a magnet. So this electric, this is an electric motor, and inside this electric motor there is a coil. And inside that coil there is a magnet. So this coil is filled inside the magnet. This electric motor serves as a source of protections to the coil and the magnet. This is an unused stand fan. It's also called connective rod. It's used as a support. This one. And this is the two connective wires here. This is a bulb. So this is where we are going to know if there was light or not. So the work we want to do is that we want to see how we can use wind to generate power, which is also known as electricity. First, we are going to connect these wires. After the wire has been connected, we are going to switch on the fan.
Oh, using the electricity?
Yes. No, this fan starts a source of our wind. It's wind power generated electricity. So when this fan blade is rotating, that means the coil inside the magnet is also rotating, because without the coil, all this power generator is useless. Can we feel that there is a light here? Yes. There is a light here.
This is a wind pipe or a wind vane.
Yes.
Or
a wind power generated electricity.
Generated by wind.
Yes.
By the aid of a turning fan.
Or fan blade.
So when wind hits this, it
yes.
turns and then it
yes.
translates to light.
Yes,
via
sir.
all those components at the back.
Yes, sir.
Following closely is also another ingenious, albeit amateurish entry by Little Alika Ivie Dipa in the junior category from NTA Benin, Edo State. Ivie named her project Mount Carmel Sentinel Periscope after her school. She explains the principles behind her project and its uses.
My name is Alika Dipa Ivie from Mount Carmel Nursery and Primary School, Emado Ekpoma, Edo State. My project is Mount Carmel Sentinel Periscope.
What does Sentinel mean?
Sentinel means security or guard. The periscope was invented in 1430 by Johann Gutenberg. It is a security device for observation from a concealed position. The periscope uses the principle of two mirrors, the first mirror and the second mirror.
Just lift it up and put on the table. Let's see the first one and the second one. That's the first one.
Mirror.
Can we see the second one?
And the second mirror.
Okay, fine.
Placed parallel to each other at a 45-degree angle. Okay. Here, I have an experiment to show the the principle of the periscope.
Okay.
The principle of the periscope is based on two laws of light. The first one, that light travels in a straight line. Here, because of the light from the sun, you can't see.
Yeah, I can see. Go ahead.
So you can see the straight line that light is forming.
Okay.
Then the second one, that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Here you can see the light on the 45-degree line there, because I'm putting it from this 45-degree line.
All right, thank you. Let's go. Explain other things very quickly, sir. So,
here, the light from this object hits the first mirror, and that is reflected down to the second mirror, so the viewer can see whatever the first mirror could capture. The periscope can be used in submarines and trenches. In submarines, the periscope can be used to see enemy ships, while in trenches, the periscope can be used to see the dangers over the trench. But my own application for the use of the periscope is, it can be used as a security device at home. For those homes that have very high fences, you can make a very long periscope, so you can see whatever is over the high fence. And here I can move the periscope against the wall, so that I can see whatever is happening over the wall.
can you tell us what you're seeing now from that point?
I'm seeing a man with a blue shirt.
Huh? Pan to that man. Stay there. Pan to him. Go ahead, pan to him. Who else?
And I'm seeing a lady with a cream-colored handbag and black lace.
Okay. Thank you. So, what you are saying therefore is that this empty camel. How did you derive the name empty camel?
Mount Carmel.
Mount Camel. How did you derive the name?
Mount Carmel is the name of my school.
Yeah. Okay. So you are naming this after your school.
Yes.
And why did you take that way out? I thought you would have named it perhaps after yourself, since you know that it was an individual that created it in the first instance.
Because my teachers and the headmaster of my school and the supervisor helped me in the way of explaining the project, and helped me in how I'm going to explain and the experiments I'm going to do. They helped me in it, so I just named it after the school.
Paper. Okay. Can you tell me the materials you used to do this? Simply.
I used 2 mirrors and wood. Just 2 mirrors and wood. And nails.
And of course plywood.
Yes, plywood.
Thank you.
The advantage of the periscope is it's a very cheap security device. It doesn't need electricity to work, and it prevents injuries to the security men or guards.
Can it work at night?
Yes, it can work anytime.
So how do you achieve that in the darkness? I mean, if there is darkness or whatever,
You
there
can.
must be a way you arrange light for it to work, isn't it?
Yes.
So you want to tell me that it works both daylight and at night? And
Yeah.
how?
In daylight, the light from the sun will help you because the object will have light on it. But
At night?
at night, you can put a torchlight just over here to see the object very clearly. To see the object clearly.
Adamu Ahmed's entry in the senior category from NTA Bauchi State is this tractor as farm power source.
Sunana Adamu Ahmad.
His name is Adamu Ahmad. Daga ina kake?
Daga Bauchi.
He is from Bauchi State.
Now, what is the title of this project?
Menene suna wannan aikin da kai?
Security.
Security.
What do you want to do, or what does this project aim to achieve?
Menene amfanin wannan abin da ka haɗa, kuma me kake son ka ciwo burinka?
Amfanin abin da na haɗa Shi aikin gona ne domin a samu abinci.
The aim of this project is to provide food is used in the farm.
Shi kansa abincin ma wani security ne. Wanda kuma har ma mutane gabaki daya duk wanda bai ci abincin ba babu yanda da iya zo har ya yi wasu ayyuka su a shi ma da security.
Even the food that he will supply by this tractor, it is source of security. As he said, even if you did not eat, you cannot come and just ask him and interview him and so on.
Alright, how can you demonstrate how this project?
Yeah, za ka iya ka gwada musu yadda yake amfani?
Da iya gwada muku yadda yake amfani.
He can show you. So, kana magana ka da wannan.
In ka dauki wannan socket na drinter.
When you put this one
na matsayi kamar na giya ke.
When you put it in this way, the use of this one is the garage to the tractor.
So this is where the tractor is parked?
Yes.
Okay.
Ta ina yake shiga?
Ta nan kofar.
It is packed through by this door.
Those are you didn't show us all that.
Yes.
Show us this is the garage.
This is the garage. It can enter.
Okay, demonstrate how it enter.
Then it enter.
Then
like
this is the farm.
Yes, this is the farm. Yes.
Is that not the essence of that?
Yes.
That's the farm.
Yes.
So what does this tractor do on the farm now?
Me wannan tractor yake a nan gona.
Yana yin buɗa ne.
It's used for rigging, making rigging.
For rigging. Okay,
yes.
Let's demonstrate how you use it.
Nuna mana yadda zai yi huda. Ka saukar da abu.
My name is Adindo Igwe from Evangel Nigerian Primary School, Abakaliki in Ebonyi State. My project is automobile car. It is a prototype of a car.
Okay, what does it do? What does this car do? What makes it different from any other car?
It different is that in our cars that they produce today, they use pans, but as you can see, this one is being made of irons. This one is being made of irons, and the essence of producing it with iron is to reduce the rate of accidents that we have in our state today. If you view very well, you will see that the cars that the manufacturers produce today, they use pans, and whenever they have an accident, the pan will fold and those inside will die. So I have found out that there is a control for accidents in this nation.
Okay,
so
what you're saying in essence is that this car, instead of using pan, it's using steel iron.
Strong iron to manufacture this.
Steering. Where are the steering? Where are the seats?
This is just the prototype, yes.
Okay, so you couldn't do all of that?
Yeah, it's just the sample.
So what are the basic materials you used?
I used iron. I used iron. This is 3 inches. This is full length, and this is 3/4. The tires.
I can see a carton.
Yes.
Is this
yes.
A model of this?
It is a prototype too. I want to transform this one into this one.
So this is still an unfinished business.
Yes.
Okay. So if you finish this, it's going to look like this.
Yes, and this one can move now.
This one can move. Can
yes.
you demonstrate it?
But on a flat surface.
On a flat surface. Okay.
Yes.
Put it on the ground and let us see how it's going to move. Go inside, please.
At the end, I want to transform this shape into this one. I want to transform this car into this one now, so that it will make it to be strong.
They may all present as prototypes and amateurish, but what is important is that the variety of projects presented by these young lads are based on some principles and mechanism which should be improved upon by you, our older folks. So much of project's presentation. Next on our lineup today is the practical demonstrations of some miniaturized laboratory equipment on offer at the Expo 2010 by the Skill G Laborist Lab. This exercise took place on the field and it involved some of the young adult participants in the senior secondary school classes.
This is what we call Oersted effect. This has to do with electromagnetism. You know what is electromagnetism? We are going to demonstrate it now. You will see the relationship between electricity and the magnetism. You can get one from the other one, and if you reverse it also you have the other one as well. Here we have a kit that deals with atmospheric pressure. All these things we are going to demonstrate. Also, this is a kit also on electricity and magnetism. You are going to see how you connect circuits in series and in parallel. We're also going to see resistors in parallel and also in circuits. I will tell you how to make use of this. This is what called multimeter. In school we used to have all this analog one, but this time around we're having a digital multimeter. In school initially we have ohmmeter separate, ammeter and what? Voltmeter as well, but everything is now embedded in this and we call it a digital multimeter. Inside here we have a battery case for your EMF. Also we have, sorry, what is this? Who can tell me what is this? This is a resistor. This is a resistor. Yes. This is a lamp holder. So we are going to do simple experiment here now. This is also another kit that we are going to use to talk about interatomic forces in metals. You know, what makes a metal or a liquid is the forces holding them together. So we are going to look at interatomic forces in metals. Also, these are kits we are going to use to demonstrate how you can chemical laboratory preparation of oxygen and also carbon dioxide. We are going to see their properties, their differences as well. This is another kit that are going to talk about electrolysis of water. I know people are familiar with this. What's the name? Can you remember the name? What you used to teach electrolysis of water? What do you use? It's called Hoffman's apparatus. You remember Hoffman apparatus or voltameter? Is it something? Hoffman voltameter. This is also another kit that has to do with viscosity. We all know what is viscosity. So can someone tell me what is viscosity? Viscosity. Anybody have viscosity? Viscosity is what? That is can you say something? It has to do with the flow of liquid and the resistance of the liquid to objects flowing through it. So we are going to use it to demonstrate viscosity. This is also another simple apparatus we are going to use to talk about expansion of gases. We know you can easily see when a metal expands or even liquid. If ever a metal expanding, you will see it increase in what? In the length. If water expands or liquid, you will know. But if gases are expanding, you hardly know. So with this now you'll be able to understand the concept of gaseous expansion, the properties of gas, kinetic theory of gases. This also explain it. This simple material I'm having here also explain the various gas law you have, the Charles law, the Boyle's law, and the other laws. I'm going to show you now as we go on. This also the one we can use to do titration. Like you know, in school we used to have all this problem with titration in the laboratory, but here we make it very simple that you can use what you have around you to perform titration, even though without going to a conventional lab. Like this is a sodium hydroxide. This is an acid. So this is a pH meter. Yes, even though you don't have your litmus paper, you can use this to determine the pH of any particular solution. Good. Here we have a material also, a kit that we are going to use to talk about the properties of carbon dioxide. How can you produce carbon dioxide in the laboratory? what are the properties as well. This is also what we call gas generator. With this in your school, you'll be able to generate any kind of gas you want to generate in your school. Today we are going to look at electrolysis of water. Can someone tell us what is electrolysis of water? Can someone tell us or define for us what is electrolysis of water?
The production of water through combination of hydrogen and oxygen.
Do you say combination of water?
As in the combination of the two gases, hydrogen and oxygen, in the laboratory.
Okay, not actually. Okay, electrolysis of water is the decomposition of water into its constituent elements through the passage of what? Electricity. Simple, okay? So here now we have acidified sodium tetrahydrosulfate 6. That will serve as our compound. And here we are going to pass electricity through the, here we have the, you can see inside you have the anode. No, sorry, you have the electrodes. Anode, don't worry, through the experiment you will know the one that is cathode and anode. But we have our electrodes. So we are going to connect this our 9-volt battery. Two of them together. Meanwhile, these tabs were open, so we are going to lock them. So because the experiment is going to take for a while, we will set it up and we'll go to another one.
My name is Fatima F. Mahmoud.
My name is Hassana Alifa from Mariam Babangida Girls Science College, Mina, Niger State.
My name is Chinazom Ezomuna. I'm from Brightway College, North Makodi, Benue State.
My name is Akindele Adamilola from Christ Girls School, Ado Ekiti.
Welcome to your award-winning mathematics quiz program. What is the value of minus 4x minus 2x?
Minus 6x.
That's correct.
You're looking good.
How are you?
Hello and welcome to Take a Step. Now, this is the show where we test intelligence and the wit of our students.
Hello and welcome to Young Inventors. Skill G is obviously making a statement that experiments, illustrations, and demonstrations which may take place in normal classroom settings and anywhere for that matter, with the array of their miniaturized science kits and equipments. And on that note, we end today's presentation on Young Inventors. We'll be here again, same time, same station next week. Bye-bye.